Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison today, and today we have Naruto Uzumaki okay, on 1287 going up against Jimmy N 2222 on 1335. Wow, so both of these guys pretty high rated. Jimmy is just scraping the top 25, I believe, with that score, and Naruto would have been in the top 50. So yeah, both really high rated guys. Opening hands are Chaos Sorcerer, Lila, Plague, Raiko, and Garroth. So this looks like Twilight going up against Heavy Storm, Trap Dust Shoot, Book, Double Test, and a Bestiari. So this is some kind of Glad build. Let's check out which one. Jimmy going to start us off with set Bestiari, set Dust Shoot, set Heavy, set Book, pass. Draw for turn is Wolf. Yeah, gonna Trap Dust Shoot. Take a look at this hand now. Picks the Raiko. Yeah, I can see Raiko. I can see Lila as well as the pick. But yeah, I think Raiko's fine. Yeah, Lila coming out now. Gonna get hit with Book and Moon. Yep, and pass. Draw for turn is Bottomless. Yeah, and now they've got full hand knowledge and an empty board with Test Tiger up, and a monster with 200 defense set. This is an easy Secutor play, right? So Test Tiger now, yep. Secutor, yep. Actually beats over the Lila, which is rare to see a Secutor actually do what it's get over it with attack. Retiari going to banish that Lila now. They're going to set the Bottomless. I think you could just leave it. Yeah, I've been talking about this a lot when Glad's come up. The threat of just leaving a Secutor up that has been summoned by a Glad monster or by a Test Tiger is huge. You have to deal with this. If Naruto can't deal with it this turn, and they've got a Bottomless, so they've got to do it in an intricate way, they're going to lose. Okay, Gareth coming out, going to get hit with Bottomless. Yeah, this one's over. Okay, draw for turn is Darius. Secutor going in now. Retiari and Laquari. Yeah, tagging out for another Laquari. Secutor out for a Bestiari and a Samnite. And Laquari can also tag. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I really thought this time they were going to make the Herc. But this is fine too. They know their opponent doesn't even have a spell or trap in their hand. Draw for turn is a Crow now. And yeah. Yeah. You can't resolve Secutor twice and lose. I will never believe it. So it's Compulse, Test Tiger, Quest, Starlight, and Anti-Spell Fragrance. Yeah, this is interesting, right? Because Twilight, they don't play a whole lot of spells, but the ones they play are like Charge and Recharge, and yeah, fair enough, I guess. Honest, Card Trooper, Bottomless, Necro Gardener, Charge, and Plague on this side. Yeah, unfortunate to draw both the Darks, but Charge is going to make it feel a lot more palatable. Mills, Recharge Lila, and Oppression. Brings out Lumina. Yes, is nice. Lumina away the Necro Gardener for the Lila. Set the Bottomless. Mills 6 and end. It's MST. Vortex Wolf. Yeah, baby. Sork Wolf again. And Heavy Storm. Yeah, there are two wolves inside you. One is still in deck, and two, I can't do math, are now on your field. Draw for turn is Test Tiger. Quest now. Yeah, I mean, Bottomless here, and it's just over, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they don't play either of the Test Tigers. I guess they just don't want to commit them. And they just walk straight into the Honest on the Lumina. Yeah. Going to be a short one today. I'm glad I've been talking nonsense to pad it out for potential ad revenue. Getting into game number 3 now. Opening hands, Raiko, Honest, Reincarnation, and MST. Torrential, Retiari, Smashing, Laquari, Equest, and Compulse. Glad players, let me know on that last one, should they have test targeted? I don't think it really matters, right? Because you're probably going for Bestiari first throughout the back row, and then you're going to get met with that back row. And Honest would have done the same into any attack. So I think Jimmy lost that one. They weren't coming back from it. I think that's a fine concession. But let's get on with game number 3 now. So they're going to set the Compulse and the TT. Pass, draw for turn is a Wolf. Yeah, nice. Sets the Raikou, sets the MST now, passes over. Draw for turn is trap stun now. They're going to bring out the Equest, going to attempt to get in. Going to MST, going to Compulse it back to hand. Okay. Why would you MST? Okay. Yeah. Equest's going to go in now. Someone tell me why you MST there, please. I'm not seeing it. Laquari comes out now with the boost, sets the trap stun now, passes over, draw for turn is a Garroth. They have the Honest, so they can out kind of anything, but they're going to opt to set the Raikou instead. Yeah, try and get some mills online. Pass, draw for turn is a Bottomless. Yeah, Retiari coming out now, so Laquari going to attempt to go in, and the Retiari going to get taken out by the Raikou. Yeah, mills are a Necro, Bottomless, and a Jane. Jane is pretty good in this matchup. It's really good in this matchup, and you've got access to it if you want to. Going to tag out now for an Equest. Equest going to grab back the Retiari now. Set the Bottomless and pass over. Draw for turn as a Raikou. Yeah, they can set that Raikou and just pass. I don't know. Jane's pretty good. Jane with an Honest up is nice. Yeah, I mean, it would have walked into the Bottomless. I just don't know if you're getting anywhere this way. Okay. Let's see it, though. So, Retiari coming out. Equest going to go in. And Equest is going to be the target. Raikou going to mill. Lila, Raikou, and Aaron. Nice. That's JD live, right? Yeah, nice. Okay. Retiari going to go in now. Yep, tagging out for Equest. Equest going to grab the Equest. Yeah, a little Equest shuffle. Nice. Gonna set the Chariot and pass. Draw for turn is a Lila. Lila coming out now. Prio, no Prio. Yeah, Bottomless. Gonna take that out. Just gonna pass now. Yeah, you're okay on life. So this is not. I said they were okay on life. Rescue Cat's pretty gnarly here. Also, they've got the Rescue Cat as their profile pic, but they're playing the alt art here. Unreal. Unacceptable. Okay, Rescue Cat now. Yeah, this is Sam Knight and Test Tiger. Yeah, Test Tiger the Sam Knight into a Secutor. God damn. Secutor, yeah. Necro Gardener going off. Gonna get met with the Chariot. Yeah. I mean, pretty good, right? Equest, yep. And now you've got a tag and 2 summons. So Retiari going to go after the Lila. No, surely it's the Aaron, right? Oh no, the other Lila's banished as well. Yeah, it's probably only 2 Lila in Twilight. But maybe you still target the Aaron just in case, because Aaron is almost definitely a one-off. Secutor for the Laquari. And the Equest now. Yeah, this is nice. Equest grab back the Chariot. Laquari get real big. Gonna make the Herc. Yeah, Herc Chariot feels a little bit unbeatable. Just a little bit unbeatable. Let's see if they can do it though. Okay, pastoral. Okay. Obviously, we didn't know they were going to draw JD. Okay, so Garroth coming down now. Battle phase, attempts to get into the Herc. Yeah, pitch the Honest. That's going to get met with a Chariot. Yeah, I mean, you would have to be so enormous brain to think that your opponent may have drawn JD, so you should save the Chariot for a main phase 2 JD, right? Because that's what's going to happen now. so the reverse of the situation is they don't chariot, they let the Herc die. That would be unthinkable in most cases, but let's say they let the Herc die. They then have a chariot live for a main phase 2 JD. But that would be a wild read to have. So Jimmy is perfectly fine. This is totally the right thing to be doing. Main 2, they're going to drop the JD now. Yeah, pay the 1,000 life points. Get met with a TT, but you're fine with that. You've outed a Herc, a Secutor that was, had its effect. You're fine with that. Monster Reincarnation, pitch the Wolf, bring back the JD. Yeah, is that enough? Is that fine? They've got Smashing. Yeah. 4 Mills. Oh, Mills Wolf. Do you know what? Yeah. Yeah, this Wolf is going to save them. Because otherwise they've just got Smashing for game. So that the Mills from the JD have saved them there. They're going to set the Equest, pass, draw for turn as a recharge. Yeah, Wolf going to get in and get over. JD going to get in for 3k. I think that's the other thing as well. You feel pretty safe beating up the Glads. There's not a whole lot of flip effects or anything like that. Hoplamus, maybe. So Mills 4 and Mills another Wolf. Yeah, this is the comeback of the century. Okay, Stratos the draw for turn there. They're going to smash and ground away the JD. Stratos now for a Prisma. Okay. Pass, draw for turn is charge. This is definitely going to run away with them. Okay, charge for hits 3 boss monsters. Incredible. Picks up the Lumina. Yeah, recharge the Lumina for a Plague and a Crow. And some Mills. Reincarnation away the Plague for the JD. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. That was a wild game 3. Holy. That was a bad chariot. Lol, should have just let it die, to be honest. I don't think you could say that. We went through it when it happened. Yeah, you potentially end the turn with a Secutor and a handful of Glads. I just don't think that's... Yeah. I like that pun. Okay. That was a bad chat. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't think it was a bad chariot. I think you would have to be so huge brain to realise your opponent drew JD there. That, I think that's totally fine. What a match. Really cool. This Glad deck, yeah, it's the Hero Glad build. I don't know what it's like. We didn't see 2 Sam Knights, so that kind of doesn't convince me that it's the Worlds list. I also can't remember if they were playing Torrential or not. But yeah, it's a solid Glad list, solid Glad player. Played really well. I don't think you just let the Herc die. I think that's fine. I think they did everything right there. On this side, this Twilight deck though, what a comeback in this game 3. That was absolutely insane. Monster Reincarnation came in clutch all the times that it went off as well. Every time it did, it got a JD, which is huge. Really cool match. I can't believe the milled Wolves saved them. That is so wild, but that is what this deck does. I mean, I like Twilight. I'm a big Lightsworn player myself. That's my main deck, and sometimes it do just be that way. So really cool match. Always glad to see Lightsworns win, but that didn't look possible. And yeah, they managed to take it down here.